What do you want from me?
Good
Classic.
So, welcome back to the
4th?
55th.
Is it 5?
55th.
55th.
55th episode of the Sketchbook Heroes podcast.
Bada boom.
With me, Elias.
And me, Robert.
Yes, and on this episode,
We're going to talk again.
about something that we've talked about before.
Maybe.
It's a new year.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new year for me. Damn.
I totally forgot that part. Damn it. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about sort of. Wait, Robert, my brain is blank.
It's about chasing the dream.
Yes, chasing the.
How to keep chasing the dream.
chasing the dream. That was
Yeah.
what I was trying to come up with.
And this is, I mean, we have brought this up a couple of times, I guess, but we have one episode called Chasing the Dream.
Yeah,
But now, I mean, it's like we said, it's a new year.
it's a new year
And
and a new dawn.
are you still chasing the dream?
Or should
did you let
be?
it go? Or what have
Or-
you done
Yeah.
for me lately? I don't know. I wanted to draw some sort of parallel. I thought you were going to jump in and save my ass. No.
I got nothing.
No.
I got nothing. There will be no saving of asses. Asses will not be saved in this episode, but we will. Holy shit, it's hot in here today,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because we played a round of ping pong like a couple of old blind men, and it didn't go that well.
No, it could have gone better. Yes.
Better, yeah. But yeah, we're sweaty.
Very.
This room has the porn lighting on.
Again. Yeah, I think
Sebs.
that's why
Yeah,
it feels...
Sebs.
Yeah, Sebs is... Yeah, he's way into the whole...
The whole, yeah.
Should we be worried? I can talk today.
I don't think so.
No?
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's 2018. It's fine.
There you go.
There you go. If you're unsure of your sexuality,
Yeah.
you don't have to
This
figure
is
it
the-
out. It's all fine.
It's your year.
Yeah, it's your
Go for it.
Exactly. Do whatever. You don't have to figure it out. Just go with it. You don't have to define it. It's 2018. We don't worry about stuff like that.
We don't worry about anything.
Exactly. And yeah, let's take it away.
Yes. With that said.
Yeah, exactly. Take your sexuality and your goals to the next level. Whoop, 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 whoop.
And intro.
And intro.
Whoop whoop and intro.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, you know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any line.
We're back. And yeah, how have you been, man?
I've been good. I've been
Cool.
busy. We are preparing for the long-awaited trip to Australia for Anna, and before that, we're doing a little holiday thing in Thailand. So we're gonna go to an island called Koh Lipe, which I have no idea sort of what it is or where it
I'm
is.
just gonna nod my head and pretend that I know where it is.
But it sounded great. It had beaches and bungalows and water and stuff. And hopefully some sun. I have no idea
Oh, shit, yeah.
if we're going into like the monsoon season or not. I've heard both yes and no. So I
Maybe
don't
you
know.
should call the Tokyo Hotel and make it be like going through the monsoon around the
And
world.
I played that song expert on Rock Band. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, no. So I'm really looking forward to that. But it's kind of bittersweet. Because just like your coffee that he actually spit out again. He didn't like it.
no, this was.
And you call yourself a designer, man. Well, maybe you don't call
No, I
yourself a game developer.
That's not my. No, game developer is
Oh,
a
yeah.
programmer.
What a game artist.
Game artist.
Yeah.
Artist.
So you should be drinking fine wines and wearing a
exactly.
beret.
That's exactly what I should.
But yeah, no. So we're going for a vacation, and after that, I'm coming back, and I am just gonna keep working until about May, and then, dude, what happened?
I tried to get the last drops, but I drank it.
Yeah, that's what you get. Do you want to go get some more
No.
drinks?
No.
No. Okay. But yeah, so Anna's going from Bangkok. She's going to Sydney, and I'm coming home again, working a bit, and then coming down to Sydney. Yeah. Yes. So reloading the whole thing, and yeah, in between all of that sort of chaos, we've also had like a going away party for Anna. It wasn't really a party. It was more of a get together dinner, and then going out, getting hammered, and dancing. So my legs are tired. And then obviously a whole bunch of working in between all this. So this week is really chill. I had some work today. I'm doing a really small thing tomorrow, and then Wednesday is a full day, and then I'm off.
Sweet.
And then we leave on Sunday, the 28th. So when you're listening to this, I'm probably going to be back in Sweden again.
No, you won't, actually. I think this is the last one that goes out before you come home.
Yeah, I'm still
Maybe.
I'm going to be in Bangkok, I think, when this one comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, we've tried to do as much as we could. I don't think we talked about the whole. I can't remember if we talked about the restaurant hopping thing that we did. That me and Anna did.
Don't
No.
remember.
Because okay, so this is something that we came up with. We've been watching a sort of food related show called No Reservations with what's his name, Anthony Bourdain, I think. Can't remember exactly, but it's a Netflix thing, and it's about a guy just going to different countries, eating good food and getting wasted, sort of every day, just trying new things, and like. It sounds really boring, but it's still entertaining, and you get a lot of like tips for small, nice places in different countries if you're going somewhere, like Thailand, for example. Good tips and advice, and think of this, don't do this. Plus, he's like a little bit more of a badass type guy, so he says fuck a lot, and he's I think he's a former punk rock dude, or I don't know. But anyway, so we watched that show way too much, and I sort of came up with got the idea that we should do that, but
In
here,
Sweden.
yeah, like we should do that here. We should just take a whole day and just go to different places, take like small sort of starter dishes and a drink, and then go to the next place and do the same throughout a whole day. And we did that, and it was awesome. It was great. Like we just randomly picked places that we wanted to go to. I picked one place that I had been to, the rest I had never seen. Anna picked a place that she'd only had drinks on, not had dinner at. And then we just went bananas, and it was it was really cool.
How much did you end up paying for the whole
Oh,
day?
it was pretty expensive. It was about roughly 300 crowns each place.
Okay, yeah.
And I think we ended up going to 7 places.
Ah.
But it was like we did a 50-50. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
took the
yeah.
first place, she took the
yeah.
second one. But we did say like this is a once a year type of thing.
Of course.
So, I mean, it was a small vacation almost. But we did pick like really fancy places.
Okay,
so, but with that said, I mean, if you do have like a little bit of capital and you want to do something fun and special, then I totally recommend this. I call it Project Anthony, and I have documented everything. I will be posting like, I don't know if I'm going to make it into a blog thing or a small video, whatever. But I will be posting like the whole thing. And we wrote down like different...
Why Project Anthony?
Because his name was Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
that
he
was-
inspired
yeah.
us to do it. And so I just called it Project Anthony. But what we did was with each place, we wrote a little review and gave it a rating.
Okay, cool.
So like we'd written down everything, and then we had the same Yeah, you'll see when I post
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing.
cool. Yeah.
But it was really, I totally recommend it. It doesn't have to be just fancy places.
Yep.
In our case, we didn't really know. Like a few places we knew were fancy, but other places were just
like
names.
this looks okay. Yeah.
So like Anna had heard of this place and wanted to go, and we went. And then I've heard of that place. We went there, and it was perfect because you didn't get super hammered or super wasted because you only had a little, like one drink
Per place,
and you
or-
didn't get too full. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was only like one beer and one starter dish. And then you walked to the next place. So you sort of walked it off, got some fresh air in between, and then kept going. So like we started maybe at 4:00 in the afternoon and went until 1 o'clock
you
at night.
Oh shit! You went that little.
Yeah. And it was on a Sunday.
Okay.
Because now I try to take Mondays off, and well, obviously Anna's just waiting to go to Australia, so she had nothing to do. So we took advantage of the Sunday and just literally, I guess the places we chose were the places that were open on a Sunday. So that was it.
That's cool.
I'm not going to say like all the places and everything, and I didn't want to talk this much about it, so sorry for the whole ramble, but it was a great idea. I loved the whole experience. It was fantastic, and it felt like all the places or all the people working on a Sunday were a bit more chill and relaxed and not as stressed because it is a Sunday. It's not that much people out. And they were just happy. And then, like, when we told them about the whole project and what we were doing, they got really excited and really interested and helped us out. Like, the last place even gave us some free food, and like it was really good. So yeah, that's one of the things that we've been doing. Because we've had a little bit of a hiatus. I mean, you've been really super sick.
Yeah. We missed a week.
Yeah.
On episode 52.
52.
Yeah. So we missed a week.
Skipped a week.
That week because I had the flu, so I haven't, like, 1 week I was out. Like, I didn't even leave bed.
Yeah.
I was, like, really, really sick.
And I mean,
yeah.
we don't have to post every fucking week.
We
you know?
don't really know.
We have, but we don't.
Yeah.
It's better if you guys get to miss us a little bit.
Yeah. That 1 week you
That
missed
1
us.
week. Yeah. Kept getting all the complaints. Well, we did get one complaint, and I'm really sorry if I offended people again, but it wasn't meant to be offensive, and I think I apologized straight after I actually said what I did say. But yeah, it comes from a place in my brain where it's like, it's really not meant to be offensive to anybody, but it is.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
yeah.
Like, you can't relate to it, so it doesn't offend you,
No.
but you don't have the, like, unless you get called on it. And like we said before, like, when you call us out on things, it teaches us something as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, we don't take offense. Like,
No.
if we say something that, because when we talk to each other, it's like we're talking to each other. Shit
Exactly.
that comes out sometimes, wow.
Yeah.
When you re-listen to this, and I'm like, wow, I said that. And so please call us out on stuff. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, we won't take offense. We'll just learn from it and grow with it. So remember, like, I don't think there's anyone out there that hasn't said some shit at some time, meaning well.
Of course.
And I've totally said, like, I'm going to pull it back to me now. I've totally said tons of shit that, like, that hurt people, or that just because I wasn't thinking. So when people tell you, like, oh, dude, that really fucking hurts, and you're like, ooh, shit,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. And that's just
It
because...
puts you in check. It's good. It's all good. But yeah, again, I am sorry if I did offend people, and it wasn't meant to be offensive. It was straight up from an artistic, visionary point of view. I don't know how much I need to explain, but yeah, it's just go listen to one of the episodes, all of them. See if you can find something offensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do apologize, obviously.
And thanks for calling us out on it.
yes,
we
that's
would-
what we want.
Yeah. But it would be nice when people write to us. Sometimes you leave messages through the website and you don't write any contact. So if you want us to sort of, like,
Write you back.
write you back, you have to leave us something to write you back on.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate you reaching out anyway. I think it was a good call.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Lesson learned.
lesson learned indeed.
Yes.
Also, by the time this episode comes out, just to keep moving on, I'm getting my PS4 back. I'm actually getting it back tomorrow on the what is it,
23rd?
23rd of Jan. And in about 4 days, we've had this podcast for a year.
That's crazy.
That I just remembered. And so this will actually be the full year for the Sketchbook Heroes is on the 26th. When this episode, it's when so when this comes out, it's already been a year.
Yeah. So
And a couple of episodes.
Wednesday Friday.
It comes out on,
Friday
so it comes
is
out on Thursday.
our anniversary.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's insane.
That's crazy. 1 year. Mm-hmm. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
8 episodes.
8 episodes.
Yeah. Fuck you, Harald.
Was it Harald? I
Yeah.
thought it was a guy from your work.
No, it was Harald.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
You
haven't
showed
done.
him.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about the couple of weeks that I've been sort of passed by because I've been sick. When this comes out, I've been good for a while. But since you're leaving for Thailand, we're pre-recording a lot of the episodes just to sort of be able to post them while Robert is away, and we can have a little break.
Yeah.
But thanks for tuning in. All that jazz. Keep
Like
tuning
always.
in and rating and commenting and calling us out on shit. And let's dive into today's thingy.
Yes. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, I don't know what that was. But we're back. Yeah, today's topic is going to be sort of like keep chasing the dream. We've talked about this in the past. There's a lot of sort of like, oh, I can't do it. My country doesn't have artwork jobs, or, you know.
There's
Like-
a lot of excuses.
There
is what
are
we're
a lot of
saying, I think.
excuses, and I know that some people do have a lot of, like, you have a mortgage, you have kids, you have a dog, you have a fence, you have a Volvo, you know, whatever.
A lot of people have valid excuses. We know that too. So
We understand,
We're
yeah.
not like shitting on anybody here, but there's also really no excuse
Yeah, exactly that.
if you want to go that way.
Because there are always the people that have all that and still do their own thing.
Yeah, I mean, you are the prime example of this because you're making shit work that should not be able to work, like in regards to your circumstance of having 2 kids, full-time job, full-time wife, and PS4.
And a PS4,
Yeah, and Naruto and whatever.
Oh,
you know.
shit, yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that you're able to do anything, like
Yeah.
edit the podcast, for example, is fucking amazing.
Yeah, that
And plus, you are like your brain is cooking up some new stuff, and I know this. We have talked a little bit about it, about our future or plans for this year. So I mean, you are making stuff happen, even though you have like more excuses than I guess half the people at your work combined. So yeah. So talk
Thanks.
a little. Talk about that. Like how do you go about thinking of doing these things?
I don't think about it. It's
just-
just like, okay, now I have some time. I'll just do this thing. It's not because the more I think about it, the less I want to do some
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
stuff. Because a lot of these things, they're fun to do. So they sort of like, I don't have to sort of motivate them.
No.
Like, except sometimes. Like, editing the podcast is one of those things that I was like, fuck,
That's-
I really want to draw. I don't want to
Exactly.
edit the podcast.
That's work.
That's
it's not hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
fun.
Because the talking into the microphone,
That's fun.
that's easy.
Yeah,
That's
we're-
fun. Yeah. And I've looked into outsourcing it, but
Yeah,
since
really?
since the
was just gonna say.
podcast is for free, we don't have an income here.
No.
So burning money, we're already paying for the website and you know the hosting and everything, and like we can manage those expenses. They're fine.
Yeah.
Saying, but yeah, a lot of the things that I do are just like things that I like doing. I'm not out for profit. I'm not out to make money. I just enjoy what I do. And through that, passion sort of leads to work. And I don't actively look for work because I have a full-time job.
You
So
don't have to.
I don't have to look for jobs, which is good for me.
Fuck yeah.
But I would eventually sort of want to do my own business. I just haven't figured out exactly what I want to do yet. And that's why I stick with King for now. Like, I can do the things that I like. The only problem is that you have to invest 8 hours working every day, you know,
Yeah.
like at King. But King is a nice place, so I'm good. But I think I don't know. Like sometimes it gets a little too much. I think that's why I get really sick when I get sick. It's like, Christmas break, and then you have a break, and then you collapse.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to now, because that is going to happen. Like I can already feel it.
Yeah, because you didn't have a break during Christmas.
I
Pretty
had
much,
3 days
like 3
off.
days.
Yeah. 3 days off
It's not
combined.
enough to crash.
Like that's Christmas and then New Year's and then the day after New Year's. That it sucked. It's not fun. I mean,
No, it is not.
I mean, a couple of days I've been able to only work like half day or not even.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been a little bit on and off, and this month has been really slow, which sucks because I haven't made any money.
Yeah.
And that's the good and bad thing about being in your own business is when you're not working, you're not making money.
Anything, yeah.
And so now I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
unpaid,
2 more weeks of not getting any money.
Yeah,
Like,
so this stuff is really something that you have to, like, if you run your own business, you have to save for your vacation yourself.
Yes.
There's no employer, like what we said
or
before.
even sick days and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's what we talked about, like, with the backbone of the company. Like, you need to have plans for this stuff.
Exactly.
Like, okay, when I get sick, I can do this. When I'm on vacation, I need to save this much, all that jazz.
Yes, and and also, I mean, because you have to pay your taxes, obviously, and then at the end of the year, you always get that happy surprise, and I did get that one this year, which was 20,000 crowns that I had to pay.
Oh, you had to pay 20? Okay, and I had to...
Because what you do is, in Sweden, when you have your own business, is you can set a preliminary yearly amount of money that you predict you're going to make.
Yeah.
And I've had the same amount since I had my illustration business. 'Cause I keep forgetting to change it, and I keep forgetting to tell my accountant to do it also. Now we have fixed it, so now it's going to be a better year, but I'm also moving away, so meh.
Yeah.
But so I had to pay back taxes because I paid a little bit, not enough taxes all year. But I mean, it sucks, and I didn't really think like it was going to be that much, but I had sort of planned for paying a little bit of money. But it's, it always comes in the worst timing ever.
Yep.
So like I'd saved up a little bit extra money so I could go to Thailand and like relax, and then obviously the fucking tax man comes in and bye goes the vacation money. So now well, I'm going to Thailand, so it's not going to be too expensive hopefully, but it still sucks, Now there's that little extra stress to add on everything. But yeah, no, it's going to be good. Just to
get away a
bit.
Yeah.
Seriously, I could eat just
I would say
noodles.
as long as you don't get indebted, you're usually fine.
And I still have a little bit of saved up money, so we're good. But I do need to find a fucking sponsor or what do you call it?
You mean the
stipendium?
Yeah.
What's it called?
A scholarship.
A scholarship. Yes, that would be really awesome for Australia. So I'm gonna look into that.
Cool.
Yeah,
And there are a couple.
I think there are a lot.
There's even one where you sort of get some money to go to any country you want. I think they give out like 30,000 crowns, like $3,000.
That would be helpful.
They give you it to just explore some place. Like, for example, if you want to go to Australia for, I don't know what,
But I
anything
think,
art related.
Yeah, I think, and the fact that I'm going there to study art in some form or way will also help me in
Definitely, and also
in getting maybe something. So yeah, that's something I'm going to look into now as well. There's a lot of stuff happening. But I think I'll save a little bit of the Australia update for the next one,
Sweet.
which is in a couple of weeks, because that way stuff will have happened
up
and
to that point,
I will have a lot more information. So stay tuned for that. Plus, I'm also going to start a little bit of a blog
while you're there
from now to the whole Australia trip.
okay.
Because I want to document that in some sort of way.
Like you did last time? you
Like I
mean?
did, like a travel journal. And also to help any of you guys out if you're doing something similar, or anybody who is.
Or needs inspiration to do some
Yes,
thing
exactly.
like this.
Which is today's
And maybe
topic.
you could sort of like all the things we've talked about up to this point, like sort of like with the papers and the schools and the fuck ups, you know, like
Yeah.
mistakes that you've made, mistakes that, or like tedious things that you didn't know you had to do.
All of that
now
is
that
going
you're
in
past
there.
30. Yeah.
Exactly. So there is a lot of information to share, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I'm not the type of guy that goes looking for information about a lot of stuff. I
You
I
just
dive
dive
into
straight
it.
into
Yeah,
it, yeah.
that's always me. But I do love helping people, and I would love to do something with this that
Mm-hmm.
can help other people. Plus, it's a good way for me to vent
Some of the
and
frustration,
shit.
yeah.
So yeah, look up whatever it's going to be called when I tell you guys what it's called.
Yeah. So let's like turn this around back
Yeah.
to you guys.
Yes.
What is really keeping you from achieving whatever the fuck it is you want to do? Like, I don't care if it's to play the violin professionally, you know, or, you know, even if it's like an impossible dream. Because usually, like, when you do something out of passion, you're like, I'm going to be a great illustrator. And then suddenly you just like, oh shit, you discover something else, you know, like through your passion. Because I know a lot of people back in the day that used to work with, like, they started off working, like, they were just like, I'm going to work as a graphic designer. And then from there ended up being an illustrator instead. You know, like stuff like that. They
Yeah.
didn't want to be an illustrator. That was not a thing.
No.
And I'm just saying that just do things out of passion. And I think just like build your surrounding. Because I know people, like we've talked about, like they project fears to like onto you.
Yeah. They don't
because
mean to.
They don't
but-
mean to, but yeah.
It's a normal thing.
It's a very normal
Like-
thing. Your parents do it, your friends do it. People that sort of like some people when you're successful or you're doing things out of the norm that they would like to do, they haven't done it for us like for any like reason, personal reason to them.
no.
But the thing is that reason they might be projecting it onto you as well because they don't want you to do better or to sort of like, you know, like if Robert was going to Australia and I was like, yeah, man, but
Have you
but,
thought
but
about-
have you thought about the money and you know Australia now that you're past 30, you
but it's
can't-
always
you
that,
know, like that
like-
stuff, that type
they
of
always
talking.
bring up sharks and spiders. And yes, I mean, I
Exactly.
have lived there, so I know about these things.
But I'm just saying that people are always sort of like if your friend wants to move to Germany and you don't know shit about Germany except like the world wars, then just
Don't bring up the...
no. But I'm just saying
Don't
that if
mention the
that
war.
no, but I'm just saying that if you are worried, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Like unless it is like just think
Encourage
yeah like
instead
if
of
you're
discourage.
exactly if you're gonna sort of like if you have a legit legitimate like reason or like worry. Tell them, oh, dude, I think you should definitely go to Germany. Just check out this thing.
Yeah.
Just so you're clear about
Exactly.
the whole, I don't know.
Yeah, instead of like, oh, don't go there, this happened, or this.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Because shit happens everywhere. Like, there's no country where you can go and say that nothing bad ever happened here.
And it could be like if you are the friend, if you are the friend that just gives that little bit of extra encouragement,
Yeah.
that could be the thing that tops it off and actually
exactly.
makes it happen. So think about that. Like it's a small little detail, but keep encouraging everybody to be more and do more, including yourself.
I think so. And the thing is, if you don't have, like some of us, you know, we're like fresh out of school, we're paying like, the only thing we're paying is our rent and our food. If that's all the dependencies you have, and then fuck, do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Like there's nothing you couldn't do at that stage in your life.
Really.
Because you're not tied down by anything. You don't have a responsibility towards kids, any other person,
No pets.
no pets, hopefully. Pets are terrible.
Yes.
Nah, you can still do shit with pets, but it complicates things.
Yeah.
It's like every time you have to take care of someone, it'll complicate things.
Yeah.
It's like being in a relationship where you started off as a toffla, like we say in Swedish.
Whipped son of a bitch.
Whipped son of a bitch. And when you like, then you sort of limit yourself. But if you go into a relationship with open cards and like, oh, I like doing this stuff, and while we're together, I'm still gonna do my stuff, and that person also has a life outside of you, because you know, there's always the one person that's just invested in the relationship.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my god, we're soulmates, and we're gonna be together like all the time. Netflix and chill. Netflix and chill. And then every time you do something, they're like Netflix and chill.
Yeah,
Where are you
exactly.
going? Are you going to be gone for long? Like, yeah. So, yeah, just be open always. Because
Just reminded me of a great scene in Modern Family. I don't know if you've seen the
I've
show.
seen like 4 seasons, I think.
But you know the gay couple, the two
Yeah,
guys.
best couple
Yeah,
ever.
it's so good. I don't know the names, but they were talking about some
Mitch
guys.
and, well, I don't remember.
The heavier guy.
Yeah, I
is
don't
that
remember.
Mitch?
No, Mitch is the red.
Yeah,
The red guy.
But the heavyset guy, he was dating somebody else in this episode, or like they talked about him dating somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
and that guy left, just disappeared. And he's like, yeah, but you've always had abandonment issues after he left. And he's
Oh,
like, no,
yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't.
no, I-
And then he's in bed and they're sleeping, and like the redhead guy, Mitch, goes up and he goes to like
yeah.
he's gonna go to the toilet, and the other guy just stops him. He's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? It's like, I'm just going to the bathroom. Well, have a great life.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's so good.
Oh,
like
dude.
I can't. Sorry,
Dude.
but that just it's
Since we're
amazing.
on Modern Family, before we leave it, the first time they introduced Lily
Oh yes,
with the Lion King theme, dude, I cried so hard. Like the first seasons are the best. Like
Yes,
the
yes.
holy dicks, I cried for that Lion King theme. He's like super over the top gay, you know,
Yeah.
and the other one is like more reserved, sort of.
but
Oh,
with
it's
their
so-
outfits. and
Yeah, yeah, it's so good.
amazing. It's a
Oh,
great show.
it's a
Like,
great show.
Totally underrated. Like nobody's really talked about it
And
in
but I think-
my circles.
Nah, but neither in mine, dude. I saw it with Maria.
Yeah, I saw it with Anna.
It's like a good couples
It is.
show.
It's perfect.
But yeah,
yeah.
where were we?
Segueing always.
Where were we?
Yeah, we were talking about
That wasn't a
people
segue.
limiting.
That was a derail.
It was a total derail. No, but people.
Yeah, exactly. You're at that stage of in your life where you don't have dependencies,
exactly.
pretty much.
Yes. So
It's a great like time to travel. Like, just get a part-time job, gather up the money. Like, don't, oh, they're paying so good, I'm going to stay. Don't do that. Like, you're too young for that. I'm just saying that get the money you need, move on.
yeah.
And if you can sort of like rent out your apartment, whatever, it depends on what type of apartment you have.
Yeah.
But
I think you can always rent out your apartment.
yeah, and if you
That's
have
not really
awesome
a problem.
parents and just fucking move in there and save a lot of money,
Yeah.
if you have supporting parents, and then just save up for a year, you can save a lot of money if you don't spend in a year and you just pay like minimum rent to your parents
Yeah.
just to help out. You can save a lot of fucking cash. I think when I was I was 15 when I dropped out of the upper secondary thingamajig.
Yeah.
And I think I saved up to like 90,000, 97,000, I think. That was almost, what is it, like 10,000 K? Almost. I saved working for a year.
Well, not 10,000 K. $10,000. You mean?
Oh, yeah, $10,000. Sorry, I was thinking 10, like,
Yeah, the thousand.
Yeah, exactly. So $10,000 in a year, just working and saving. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
spend anything, like, minimum. So I saved out 10K.
10K.
Yeah, 10K. That was like 10,000.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That was the one. Tired. But yeah, I saved up a lot of money, and that money lasted me from when I was 16 till I was like 21 to do shit.
That's awesome.
And I think there's no. I sort of fucked up though. Like I didn't do like you did and went out to travel and shit, which was my bad.
I wouldn't say
instead-
you fucked up.
No, but I did
Definitely
fuck
not.
up on some points. I spent too many years in one of those relationships,
Oh, yeah.
you know. But
I was best man to one of those
to
relationships.
one of those, yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, I fucked up on a lot of these things, so that's why I'm saying like, don't tie yourself down. Like you want to be with a person or people. You want to surround yourself with people that that really want you to succeed. Because
Would that help you evolve as a
I
person
think
as
so.
well?
I think so. It
Like,
doesn't matter if you're an artist or a musician. Surround yourself with people that have the ambition to go far. Every time you sort of like, if you have a friend that's always negative to you about the things you're trying to achieve,
maybe not be with that
maybe
friend.
not be with that friend. Yeah. Or like have them, like try to talk to them, of course, all that jazz. But I'm just saying that if someone is overly negative towards what you're trying to do, don't listen to them.
No.
Like surround yourself with other people. And I think one of the things that really helps me, because I'm in a bit of a rut right now, because I've been sick for 2 weeks, and I've been inside at home for 2 weeks.
Isolation, man.
Isolation does not help. It's really good to get out there in the world. Like, it doesn't matter if you're just wandering around.
Yeah.
Just
Just
getting
do
away
something.
from your sort of comfort, or like that where you wallow in your own self-pity or whatever, happens when you're at home, eating your Cheetos on your belly. It's really good to get out of that, because there you get into a totally different headspace when you leave that murky Cheetos-infested place.
But it's so soft and warm,
And
Elias.
warm, yes. And all those surprise Cheetos you find underneath
Yes.
your body,
Belly button.
Oh, it's but it's really good to sort of surround yourself with something else, because it really does help. Like, I feel way better now than I did this morning, because I was
Great.
still at home, just that
yeah.
difference. Although I got a headache to boot, because I haven't been out and about this much.
But it's a Monday, man. It's tradition.
It is tradition.
Monday traditions.
But I got it like early today.
Nice.
I usually get it like after the podcast. It's just like, boop, comes in. Now I got it like early after lunch. I was like, this is after podcast. This is too early. No.
Jet lag.
But you gave me a pill, so we're
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
So ecstasy. No.
Stay happy, people.
Stay happy. So yeah, it's just like really take the opportunities. And if you listen to the episode about like creating artsy opportunities, that's another way. Like, if you can't travel far and do crazy stuff with your life, you can always do the things that are local. There's always, like, you need to go around and talk to people. You have nothing to lose. Like, if you go to a bookshop and, you're like, can I have my business cards here or something, and they say no.
It's like, what's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. You're like one of a million people that comes into that bookstore or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
establishment, and they will never know you again. Like,
It's okay.
like unless
It's
you're a
okay.
regular, they're not going to remember you. Like, oh, remember that guy that came in a year ago? No.
Exactly.
That something you said no? No. Because they probably had other requests and other incidents that take precedence in their memory. So
Yeah. Yeah.
don't worry about shit. If you're shy, that doesn't matter. Start small, go bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are so many ways to really sort of explore your options.
Yeah. Plus, you have the internet.
Oh, dude, the internet, the best fucking
Yeah,
thing
so
when it comes to this.
You can be anybody you want. Every day you wake up, you can be somebody new if you
yeah,
want.
just try a new persona.
Yeah. But it's so weird, but it's also true.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, don't limit yourself, because if you want to be a new person tomorrow, you be that new person tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
It's super fucking simple. I mean, well, we say it's super fucking
It's
simple,
super
but in theory, it is.
It is. It's just, yeah.
And obviously, in the real of the thing, it's not that easy. You have to
Yeah.
do stuff. But I mean, I'm in a really, really comfortable place right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the tattooing is going great. I have a great apartment. I have a great girlfriend, but she is moving now, obviously. So one of those things is going away.
Woman.
Yes. Damn it, woman. But, I could stay safe and just be in my little bubble here and then go home, watch Netflix and chill. And then keep
Exactly.
doing that, and then keep drawing portraits and hope that somebody might repost it and I get some, new followers. But no, like, I'm taking a risk. I'm like, well, fuck it. This is probably going to be one of the last times I'm going to have the opportunity to really do this.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that, in a couple of years,
Eventually, yeah.
yeah, her ovaries is going to start, screaming, and we need to probably do some sort of family thing. Or not, you don't
Yeah,
know.
you never know.
We might keep traveling and seeing the world and doing whatever the fuck we want, which is exactly what we're doing.
And then you dump her and get a younger wife.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Every
Right?
third year.
Every third you
But,
offer her to Shibalba.
Yes, Shibalba.
Shibalba. Worse. Sorry, Anna.
No, but now, I mean, I'm facing a lot of obstacles, and it's not as easy for me now as it was. Obviously, if you have listened to a couple of episodes, you know that it's taken me a little bit of time to sort of just travel now. But I'm still fucking doing this. I'm not
I
giving
think
up.
it's awesome.
I'm gonna move Australia and try something totally different for about a year and see what's gonna happen with that.
I think that's cool.
I love it.
I'm
Like,
very envious.
You should be.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
No,
No, but I mean,
it's good.
your encouragement also helps a lot. Instead of being like a douche, saying
yeah.
like, "But what about the podcast, man?"
Yeah, but
We're-
what about the podcast, man?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we're still gonna make it work. You know,
Yeah.
There's no limits.
Nope. We
Like
can
they
do-
said.
But that's the beauty of having your own thing. And that's why we're really talking about creating, like when we do the podcast, it's our baby. It's
Yeah.
our thing. Like when we have our businesses, it's our thing. We can do it however we want, you know, and that's the beauty of doing your own thing.
Yeah,
Like instead of working for anyone else. Like when you work for yourself, you're like, I really don't want this. I mean, you don't have to.
then you just don't do
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
And if you don't want to produce an episode 1 month or,
That's
you know,
okay.
like a
Yeah.
week, you don't. Like,
because we're not committed to do any. Like we don't have to do.
we don't have
anything.
to do anything. Yeah, like who's going to scream at us if we don't want to do an episode?
And
No
keep
one.
screaming. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we got a little, not a shout out, but somebody
Shout
wrote,
down. No.
wrote from, and he wouldn't say where, but he said somewhere in South America. It's like, I love your podcast. Keep doing what you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks to you, anonymous guy from anonymous country, just saying thank you to us. Thank
Hooray,
you to you.
Anonymous.
And yes. Well, it's not anonymous, but he's something. I can look up his name.
Cool.
Because I thought it was really cool that he actually took time to write us, even though he didn't say which country.
God damn you.
Stupid. Well, you're not stupid. Sorry.
You're not stupid.
No.
But that's the way we talk here. We're very sorry.
His name is El Cubiculo.
Yeah, LL Cool J.
El Cubiculo. Yeah. El Cubiculo.
Culo. Doesn't that mean like ass?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh well. Thank you, ass.
And he wrote that the washing machine story made him laugh.
Ah, he's
So-
that far back.
Yeah.
Like
So-
the beginning episode.
Yeah, but that's awesome, though. It's like, regards from a very far away country on South America, is what it's saying.
Sweet.
Keep podcasting. You are amazing, guys. So he's talking to
It's
us.
better. He's better than my mom. Good luck. Good luck, gays. Someone retweeted it again.
Awesome.
Good luck, gays.
Good look.
Thanks,
guys.
mom.
We're not gay, though. We're not.
I could be. It's
Yeah,
fine.
probably.
It's fine.
I've always had suspicion.
Logan or Deadpool. Don't really care.
No.
No.
Ooh, by the way, just because you mentioned that, but I got to see a little bit of a sneak of We Are Venom.
Oh.
The new Venom movie with Tom Hardy. Like, didn't actually get to see anything from a clip from the movie, but got to hear him and I think the director, who I don't know the name of now, but
remember.
talk about it. Like the first actual sort of hint of anything. But they are shooting it now. They're doing it. So they did a little sneak thing for the Sao Paulo Comic Con, which is
really?
apparently a really, really big Comic Con. Like it's the second after the San Diego one.
What?
Yeah,
I
I
thought
had
that
no-
was New York.
Yeah, I did too, but no. So it's San Diego, Sao Paulo, New York. That's sort of how
Sao
it
Paulo,
is.
is that Brazil?
Yep. So apparently a lot of sort of a lot of movies and shows do what do you say,
Yeah,
explicit
panels.
stuff for the Sao Paulo thing. Exclusive, I mean,
What?
exclusive stuff
Oh, exclusive stuff for the
for
Comic Con.
for that con. So that's how important it is. They don't even do
Ah,
that for the
shit.
New York one, I think.
The what?
Yes.
Cool.
So that was really awesome. And they were supposed to go to the Sao Paulo thing and talk in person, but they got sort of snowed in, so they couldn't fly. So they did a live stream with the
Ah.
audience instead.
Yeah.
It was really cool and really awesome. Like, I got goosebumps just hearing Tom Hardy sort of go into, like,
It's Venom.
not going into his Venom, but explaining to the audience
Ah,
how
okay.
much, like, he's going to go 120% into... yeah.
Okay, he's super pumped about
Oh
this.
yeah. No, he's all in. So, oof, yeah, super pumped. But the movie's gonna be called We Are Venom,
We are Venom.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little segue to that. Sorry, I have to. I am a nerd.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
So back to the topic. What is
Yeah.
really stopping you?
Exactly.
Like, just think about it. Like, write that shit down.
Yeah.
Like, write what's stopping you, and then sort of like see is it really a problem? Because sometimes, you know, like, oh, I don't have time. But then you look at it and then like, okay, I worked 8 hours and then I Netflixed and chilled the rest of the day.
Exactly.
And
what
then I
could
was
have you
like,
done
yeah.
with that time?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
And
I do this all the time myself.
I think everyone does it. Like I
course.
do it. I'm like, some days I'm like, I don't have time. It's not that I don't have time. It's that I can't take my head out of my ass and really do anything
Yeah.
with that time. You know, like, because some days you just want to, you know, like
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it is really hard sometimes to understand how much time you do have. So
Yeah.
I think like maybe sometimes writing shit down.
It helps.
What is my problem?
Do
like
a checklist.
Yeah.
Like,
Like write down your rent.
yeah.
Write down, you know, any
Well, all
dependencies.
your expenses
Yeah,
and,
expenses, dependencies.
And then go, how much do you make and how much
much
can
do-
you sort of shave off of your expenses?
Exactly. Because I think a lot of that is just like.
Because that's I am an expert at doing this. I don't do it a lot, but like when I really have to, I live off of the bare minimum. Like
I can't do that anymore.
I can
Like,
make fancy food from nothing. And when I say fancy,
Nothing.
when I say fancy food, it's not super fancy, but it tastes good. I still get the
You enjoy it,
nutrition I need, but it doesn't cost me anything. So, like, if I can do it, and I am a lazy fuck,
Yeah.
you can definitely do it.
I'm just like, I'm seeing this scene between you and Anna. And like, we're going to go really cheap, honey. And she's like, but this is just pasta. We don't even have sauce. And you're like, oh,
Is that wet enough for you?
it's a terrible scene.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a terrible scene.
not okay.
Not okay at all. But
no.
I'm just like,
But that with Anna, I can't be a cheap fuck because I can't help but spoil her a little bit. But like as soon as she leaves now, I'm just gonna go into like the super stingy Rob mode.
it's
and-
easier when you're alone.
Yeah,
now.
it's so easy. Like, because all I want to do now after, like, when I come back from Thailand is I want to get my body into shape, and I can do that for free at home. I want to eat healthy, and that normally means cheaper food, because if you just go with good vegetables and whatever else you might need, that's not expensive. Like, you can really get by super cheap with that. And I want to work my ass off to make more money. So I'm going to make more
wanna
money.
make
I'm
more
going to
money.
spend a lot less.
Yeah.
And there's really no new movies coming out.
Yes,
That-
there are.
Well, it's Black Panther. That's the only one that I'm going to have time to see, I think. And I think I'm going to go to Australia when Infinity starts. So I'm going
yeah,
to see that
true.
in Australia, I think. But yeah, so there's really, like, I have no excuses. It's only about my mental sort of
Yeah.
strength here. And, when you do that, when you sort of lock yourself in and limit yourself to going out and having fun and drinking and partying and whatever it could be, you get a lot more creative at home as well. So I'm probably going to start producing a lot more shit,
Cool.
like drawing stuff and
Yeah.
all that. I'm just sort of predicting here. It's probably not going to go this way at all, but
Yeah, but that's,
this is what I'm hoping and wanting.
you have to hypothesize.
Yes.
What's going to happen, and then shit will happen.
And yeah, of course, I'm going to blog and try to blog at least. So you can be with me like the whole journey or whatever it is. But yeah, and I mean, we've been talking about this like you actually have a plan. If you don't have a plan, I
Yeah.
think make a plan.
Make a plan. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to have like, I'm gonna be this,
No.
or I'm gonna like.
You
It
don't-
can be sort of like, I'm gonna go to like
There has to be some country you want to visit.
exactly that.
Or like whatever it could be, or you want to do something. Maybe you want to like, I don't know. Maybe you want to make a book.
Yeah.
Or you don't even have to write a book. You could just come up with a cool idea and start drawing sketches or something.
Yeah.
But there has to be something.
Yeah.
Because I do know a bunch of people that like, no, I don't have any hobbies. I don't like
Yeah,
doing
I
anything.
know that. Like, yeah, my wife, like we talked about, just found photography like a little while
Exactly.
ago.
And that's the thing. She found it, and now she knows that that's something that she wants to
Yeah,
do.
and she's had a camera before, like a
Like
what do you call it?
an actual
like an actual
system- what do you call
DSLR, DSLR.
System camera.
Yeah, system camera in Swedish, but DSLR in every other.
I'm really not into the whole photo thing.
Dude, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
she
yeah.
just like, I bought her a new one back then, 2 years ago, I think. And since then, she's just like, yeah, a year later from when I bought the camera, she discovered that she loves taking photos, like macro photography.
Yeah.
Because I asked Sam, like, oh shit, what should I get her, like lens wise? And then I was like, don't give me the cheapest shit, just give me like something like above
Give me the good
that.
stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I bought her like this macro lens that was really good, and she's been taking awesome macro photos.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you do have a lot of time to just Netflix and chill, try going out and trying stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to say here, but like if you just Google sort of what's happening
Anything,
in
yeah,
your city,
Exactly.
you
that.
could probably find a billion things that you'd never thought that you were like even interested in, or even if it is something that you might not be interested in,
just
go
try,
try
it
it.
the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's a lot better if you just go out and do more stuff, because you're going to educate yourself, you're going to
That is
learn more
really good,
about
yeah.
yourself, all of this stuff, and who
Yeah,
knows,
an
you
exam.
might really find your fucking
Yeah.
calling when you do this.
Yeah.
So go.
Because, like, find your partners in crime, like, for different stuff. Because you, me, and Prakash, we were, like, sitting at coffee shops.
He's working with me by
And
the
now
way.
he's
Yes.
working with
yeah,
you.
it's so
that's
weird.
so
But
weird.
yeah.
Yeah. And you both got into tattooing, and
It-
it's so weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking full circle, man.
Yeah, but
So,
yeah,
yeah.
but you guys were my partners in crime when it came to drawing in the city. Like I could do it alone, and I could do it with you guys, just to sort of like keep each other motivated and all that stuff. But then again, I had Nico and some other people when it came to like
The training part.
training part, when I wanted to sort of like, let's go to this club that we've never heard of. that someone had heard of, like I heard that they had got this new kung fu place down the street from where I work, and then we just went there and got our asses kicked, or something. Like, oh, let's try this Brazilian jiu-jitsu place down there. I heard that they were gonna kill us, and then we went there and they did kill us. And it's stuff like that, like when you do the things you like, or maybe just trying shit out that you don't like, like we went to this MMA class with another friend. He was like, oh dude, you should definitely come by the class. And I did. And I did this first session, and the teacher was like, oh dude, would you mind staying and sparring after? And I was like, okay.
shit.
I haven't done martial arts in years. So when we did that, I was like, shit. And these guys were going to go out to compete.
Oh,
So, yeah. I couldn't move my body the day after. Like, I couldn't even move my body after that first session.
nice.
But he was like, dude, I would really appreciate it. I see that you've done martial arts before. I would appreciate if you could stay and sort of like spar with the guys and
That's
just like
awesome.
fight with them a bit. Just like nothing, like they were really nice to
yeah,
me.
but switch it up for them a bit.
Yeah, but I was exhausted. I was so
Cool.
tired, but I got my ass kicked.
And speaking of that, I actually have an example, but about creating stuff and doing
Yeah.
stuff. Carl, a good friend he's a regular.
Carl Weather?
No, I don't know his last name actually.
No. Well, we'll call
He,
him Carl Weather.
Yeah, let's just call him that. But he's a musician, really good musician,
Mm-hmm.
and he plays guitar and sings at the Liffey, I think it's called, an Irish pub
Yeah.
in the old town here in Stockholm. So he's an Irish guy who moved here with his ex-girlfriend now. And he was just traveling around and playing at bars, and he's super popular, and he's making a good living off of this. Like that's his
Yeah,
his passion, his hobby. But he's always had a thing for MMA, and he's always watched a
Oh,
lot
really,
of stuff.
really cool.
And now, just a couple of months back, he started training, and now he's actually competing in March. Like he's
Cool.
going into he just really tried it out. He's like I said, he's always been interested in the whole martial arts thing.
Yeah, but never.
And then he
really,
tried it out, and he fell in love with it straight away. And now he's actually competing.
Yeah, but that's the best thing about
And
martial
it's
art.
fucking awesome. Like,
Yeah.
and he's really turned his life around even more. You could see him, like, he's so invested in the training and stuff now, and he's just started dating this new girl, and like his life is just blossoming.
Yeah,
and it's
blossoming, yeah.
awesome. So yeah, big. I mean, he's obviously not listening to the podcast.
No, but that's fine.
But he's a true inspiration also, because he's just really, doing what he wants to do. And again, this is what we've been talking about. This is the whole episode. But like, it could be anything. We're
No,
not
yeah.
specifically saying you have to draw stuff now.
No, It
But-
doesn't have to be at all. Maybe that's not what you're like. Maybe that's not where your life is going to end up.
No.
Maybe you just like, oh, I really like drawing, and then you'll realize like I don't want to draw it professionally. I want to draw it for me.
Yeah.
And then I want to do something else. Maybe you're an awesome realtor. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
really matter. Like as long
Exactly.
as you're happy.
And
with
that's
what
the
you're
thing, because now, I mean, obviously, I really want to evolve as a tattoo artist, but this Australia trip is like putting in a pause on the whole tattoo business for a while, at least. I don't know how it's going to go once I get down there, and if I'm gonna have a chance to start working as a tattoo artist in Sydney. But I'm sort of also looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with me and my art style and all of that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
even if I don't get a chance to really do the stuff that I want to do, I'm still really excited to see what's going to come out of it after.
Yeah, you're dumb.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a reboot, I think. And hopefully it's going to be for the better, but it's just really exciting and interesting. Like, yeah, like it's so close now, you can fucking taste it.
Yeah.
And I'm really envious about Anna going now.
Oh, now,
'Cause
yeah.
I fucking want to go as
Dude,
well.
I'm envious that you're going at all. I'm like, motherfucker.
But
I
dude-
also want to go.
Just fucking go. Do a compromise with Maria.
Yeah, with Maria.
Take some time off.
I need to leave for Australia, honey.
Just go. You can all find work there. She can become a photographer. The kids can learn to surf.
Dude,
know?
I am so pushing for us to just do a family thing, like a business,
Yeah.
where we all sort of work alone, like no companies
That would be
involved.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
great. Because then we can just do whatever.
Make it happen. What's stopping you, man?
That's nothing.
Exactly.
I'm working towards that.
There
That
you
is
go.
my ultimate sort of thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
That will always
Fuck.
be like just not being hired by anyone. Like if I want to work from the beach in Thailand, I will do that. If I want to work from, the snowy banks of Sweden, I will do that. Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be because
I know you're going to make it because
So
you
we'll
always
see.
do. That's what
we'll
you
see.
do.
We'll see.
Cool.
But I wanted to sort of like take this back to something we talked about before. Like imagine yourself watching YouTube and you're seeing all these people doing crazy shit. Anything from acrobatics to drawing to dancing, to flicking ping pong, like putting ping pong balls in their mouths, whatever it is. No, but there is really no limit to the crazy shit that people do on YouTube, okay?
no.
And sometimes you watch these and you feel like, I also want to be able to do something cool. Okay? So we all want to, like, when I see shit, like, I haven't even considered, like, I see people like precision driving. That's nothing I've ever wanted to do.
No.
But when I see it on YouTube, I'm like, I should fucking get into precision driving. Like, when I see, like, people doing, like driving really fast, doing, like, some sort of, like, handbrake, like, turn,
Baby
blah, blah,
drive it.
blah. Exactly. And then, like, parking in between, like, parallel parking. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's how I should parallel park. And I really want, like, my brain is tricking me that I really need to learn to parallel park like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter what it is. It could be like someone peeling oranges really nicely,
And
like
you're like,
life
I
hacks.
wanna try that.
And you're like, yes, I'm going to peel oranges like a fucking and then you just like, it's not as good as the video. But all those things that you see, they sort of like, from the peeling oranges to driving cars, they all have that same effect. But then you ask yourself, like, do I really want to spend like months learning to
Training,
drive
yeah.
like this? Do I really want to spend time peeling oranges
course
for
you do.
years to become, like, have you seen when they chop like fruit? They're just holding it like, and I mean, like, when they're peeling stuff in their hand,
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
like hacking, or like I've seen like crazy Chinese postal workers like splitting up, like they're working at a speed, like doing, I don't know, like
Yeah.
tedious shit.
I love those clips. They're so
I love
satisfying.
them too. They're so satisfying, and you
all
sort
of
of
those
like,
sort of people are awesome clips.
yeah,
I love
exactly,
those.
exactly.
Like,
and
all the crazy
you want to
shit
be able
people
to
can do.
Yeah, you see a lot of people doing different shit, but then remember that might be the only shit that they can do.
Exactly.
But there's something in our brains that says like, I could be that awesome too. But then
Yeah.
you have to think like, okay, that person sorting that mail really, really fast has probably done that for like 30 years.
Probably.
And has like a system like that where their brain sort of clicked like, oh, if I do it like this, it'll be faster. And every year they do something, like every day, every year, every years, they just become faster.
Yeah.
And do you really want to spend 30 years like sorting mail, for example? If that's your thing, if you're a mailman for life, like that's your thing, yes. But most of us, we don't want to spend, you know, like all that time training to do backflips for buildings, you know, or whatever it is. Like you and me, yes. But I think like a lot of people know.
Yeah.
So you have to really think about, like, is this something I want to invest time in? Like, out of my day, is this something I want to do?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's more the fact that it looks cool and that it sort of speaks to us in a way.
But that's also a thing, like the whole working for something.
Yeah.
That's something that's really disappearing now.
No,
Like-
that's what you talked about last time as well.
Again,
Yeah.
I mean, I keep thinking about it, and I think it's very sad because a lot of people think that you can become super famous with just a click of a button.
And
Because
some
it's
people
happened,
do, but
yeah,
it's like
that's the thing.
yeah,
It's happened to a handful of people, so we think that's how it's supposed to happen. Like, or we watch Idol, and then somebody gets super famous.
But I think it's more, you know.
I don't know. It feels like you need to let that go and just get back to the whole working for your goal instead of just waiting for it. You know?
Yeah, but I think like if I think back to early years, I also wanted to like make it early, you know, like
Yeah, of
without I
course,
didn't
of
want to
course,
work. Like
but
I was
people
terrible at it.
now give up after a week or a day.
So did I.
No.
Like I
You're
like back
still
in the
working for it.
no, but back in the day, I mean, like I didn't know what I wanted to do.
No.
Like I wanted to be a Ninja Turtle,
Yeah,
and
but
I had no
that's the
good
thing.
plan.
We
and,
tried a billion things.
Yeah,
But that, which, I mean, we've always been interested in a lot of stuff.
yeah,
Which is, I think, also rare. Because, I mean, not even mentioning the whole skateboarding or acting or acrobat stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we've done a billion things.
Oh, I watched Jackie Chan movies recently, and I was like, oh, I missed that. So,
Yeah,
you know, I want
yeah.
to fight and do like cinematic stuff. It's fun.
Yeah, I went out dancing this weekend and I'm like, fuck, I miss this.
Yeah.
I miss this so much. And it was just dancing for myself.
Yeah.
Like, no, well, I was trying to impress like Anna and
Right.
her friends a little bit, but not, you know, it wasn't big breakdancing stuff. It was just chilling out.
Chilling, like.
But it was so good. Like, I felt so great after doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, fuck, I can't let that go. I need to do something more with it. So now that's back on the fucking thing
Yeah, I
again.
want to do more acrobatics, like, but I just like I can't fit the time. I want to do more music. Don't know where I'm gonna fit that as well. But so now I'm trying to focus on the things that I can
That's
do.
the
Like
thing.
even because even the podcast, like we only have one recording day,
Yeah.
and we do it fairly fast. But it's like the editing and
It
getting
still
it out
takes a
there,
lot
and
of time.
writing,
Yeah.
writing descriptions, all that stuff as well. It takes time, so you really have to prioritize what you can and can't do. But I really think it's important, like when you don't know what you want to do it all.
Yeah.
Like fucking, like
Exactly. It's all about failing until you
Yeah.
find what you want.
exactly, because life
Fail until you don't fail.
fail until those failures start sort of turning into wins. I guess.
Because I guess in that way there are no fails.
No, like you shouldn't see failure, like the failure as something. I don't know, like don't see it as like. Sure, you failed at that one thing, but what did you learn from it? Because I think what is the takeaway? It's not that you're like, I fell. Like, okay, well, get back up and
like,
do it again.
yeah,
or,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's how you learn, well, breakdancing, for example. It's like you hurt yourself until you stop hurting yourself.
Yeah,
That's
until
exactly...
you get to a point where your body's like,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm just going to do this thing now.
Exactly.
And then,
Like the windmill.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people want to learn the windmill. You know, you spin around on your back and legs and everything. It took me 3 years.
yeah.
3 years of extremely excruciating pain.
It's so terrible that some people nail it super fast.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, okay, I'm
I
going to give
teach
this a
people
try.
and they learn it in like 10 minutes.
Dude, yeah. Like the kids, when
Mm-hmm.
we were like, oh, we're trying to do cork. And then this one kid, Alex, just comes in and just like nails it on the first try. He was like, oh, yeah, I lost my balance. You're like,
Fuck you.
I've been practicing
I'm gonna kill
for
you.
a year.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to break every
yeah.
bone in your
Yeah.
body, you little shit.
And he did it high as
I
well.
know,
Remember that?
yeah.
He jumped like really high and just did the corkscrew.
Yeah.
And you were like, what?
That's when you sort of give up that dream.
And I'm like, I'm going to be a great sports star. No. One day I'm going to
One day, Reamer, I'm gonna own a great sports bar.
Just keep changing the name. But I think that is life. Like I think like sometimes we think we know what we want, but then eventually we want something else. Like we just don't know it yet.
Exactly.
So pursue whatever is your passion or passions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
split,
passions,
yeah, I think
the
passions
key
is
here.
key. Yeah, but I think when you spread yourself too thin, like I like to do it all, and you do nothing,
Yeah, then you're not going to be
then
good at anything.
You're not going to be really
No,
good at
no.
it. Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, like I said, we've tried as much as we
Yeah,
can.
dude. I did
And then
capoeira for a year. I have no use for that
There you go.
anymore,
I
but
did-
it was fun.
I had one lesson.
Yeah,
that was enough for me.
but it was fun, and you use your body, and you change it up a bit. So it really did work with my current state of body back then. Like I
Yeah.
had an injury, but it didn't hurt when I did capoeira,
Nice.
and it really was. It was the perfect time to do that martial art back then to stay fit. So I think it's just like do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, try it out.
Yeah, because you meet. It's not only about doing the stuff that like the whatever you do. Like what do you call it when you do the ghost thing? When
The
they
ghost
do when they do the what do you call it the vase or whatever that plaster. When you do the ghost, the movie with
Oh,
Patrick
you
Swayze.
mean like the whole?
Come on, give me the thing. It's called something pottery.
Yeah, pottery.
Pottery thingy,
It's-
yeah. Like no matter what you
Drejning.
draining exactly. That's
Yeah.
I didn't have it in English, but like if you've seen the scene from Ghost with
Yeah.
Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze
Big
doing
famous
the,
one.
yeah,
they're making vase.
yeah,
Yes.
they're making a vase on
Whatever. The-
that thing that we
the
can't
round
think
wheel.
of. Yeah, the thing we can't.
I think it's probably called wheeling or something.
Fuck it, they're making pots. Okay, he
Yeah.
did, she not.
Yeah, there we go.
No, but the thing is, no matter what the thing you're doing is, you meet people. I think meeting people and making connections is key.
Yes.
Because the
Definitely.
person you meet might be a person that will recommend you for a job. For example, your old buddy at Net Entertainment
Yeah.
that we both know. Like they told you before I knew I was going to get a job offer from that company. He was like, I think, because you told me like,
Yeah,
I think they're going to
They're gonna reach out to you soon. Or,
Yeah, exactly. And that's someone that Robert knew as a kid. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I might not have like spent time with this person more than that we went to the same school for a while, right?
Yeah.
And then you hung out with him a lot. But I mean, just like you're making little connections. You don't have to be the best friend of everyone you meet. But I'm just saying that you're making little connections, and like knowing Robert, knowing them, like then they feel secure to sort of like, oh, well, Robert knows a guy
Yeah.
that we used to go to school with that
Exactly.
I think is just like on par with what we're looking for. Whatever it is, it might lead you to a job.
And the more people, I mean, it's never a bad thing to know a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And go out, do capoeira, meet
Yeah,
people.
yeah, meet
Go
people.
out, make pots, meet
Actually,
people.
when I did capoeira, there was a guy working at an agency, but I didn't know Photoshop back then. But they were like, oh, what do you know Photoshop and Illustrator? I was like, no. but I'm just saying that if I had those skills back then, I could have had a job there as well, like freelance. And
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
keep promoting yourself
Yeah.
in a nice way. Keep talking to people.
yeah,
And-
because that's how it came up.
Yeah.
Like casual. We went to the Pendeltåg together, like
yeah,
the train.
the train.
Yeah, so we took the train together, and then we just got talking.
It's so easy.
Yeah, it's so easy,
And it's I mean, it's easier than winning the lottery. So
it is indeed.
just talk to people.
And sometimes you just meet the right fucking person at the right time, and the opportunities are endless. And I think just sitting at home complaining about shit not working is not going to get you far.
No.
Like, we all do it. There's nothing wrong in
You
some
have
time.
to do it at some point.
You
because
will also be forced to it
of course,
at some
you
point,
need to vent.
Yeah.
But don't keep doing it. Don't keep digging your hole deeper and deeper.
Exactly.
And then eventually it's just going to be too deep to climb out of. And you're going to
Yeah,
be
and it's going to be
depressed as fuck.
hard to get out of.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, if you are depressed at this moment, I mean, we can't really help you in any way.
Yeah.
We really hope that you aren't. And if you are, we're hope that
Yeah.
you get some sort of help. And don't stop reaching out to people asking
Yeah.
for help because you need help.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with needing a hand every now and then, because
Of course not. No. And just going out talking to people,
Mm-hmm.
I think, is again, it is the key. It's the thing that's made our lives the way they are now. and all the stuff that we've been able to do with our lives, because we have done a lot of shit. Like thinking back at all the stuff that we have done, it's really cool. I feel so blessed to have done the stuff that we have done.
Robert's blessed.
Always. I'm always blessed. But it is all thanks to the people that has been in our lives and that we have talked to and met and done stuff with. And I kind of feel sad that I don't have that much connection with all of these people anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I
It's hard to keep track of
cut
everyone.
myself out of a lot of people's lives because I needed to focus on what I'm doing now. And I wasn't able to just be super social with everybody.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm just lazy always.
No, but it is hard. Like, because I'm just thinking like business connections, personal connections. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
But then I think like, you have to think of it as like onions, like Shrek said. You know, I'm like an onion, and
Parfait.
But parfait. Everybody loves parfait. But yeah, I think it's more like an onion. It's like layers. It's like the first layer, the one that's closest to you. You know, like your family, your friends, your closest
the
little
core.
thing. Yeah, the core, and then you have like the people outside of that, and then the next
so on
layer,
and
and
so
so
on.
on.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with just, you know, you can't keep in touch with everyone because we're talking like thousands and thousands of people.
Yes.
It's super hard to keep. But I think as long as you sort of like, you sometimes engage in your social feeds, like keep it. You don't have to be like, I don't even go into Facebook, for example.
No,
like I talk to no one.
I try
there.
to not do it.
I don't follow the feed there because it's always like people slapping puppies and, you know, like people writing about, I don't know, stub toes or whatever. I don't know. But it's like, it's stuff that I don't want to talk about, you know, like it's not something I want to, I try to keep in touch in other ways.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say, what the fuck was I going to say? I had a thing about this.
The people in your life, the onions.
Yeah, the onions, no.
Stay to your, keep your core.
No, but I'm just saying that.
But don't be afraid to go to the outer layers.
Yeah, no, but you have to, like, you will eventually, just don't get stuck in your sort of like bubble in your room. But fuck, I wanted to say something specific about. However, how did we get into the onion?
You went into the onion.
Yeah, but you were saying something before.
I say a lot of stuff.
Yes, but what?
I was talking about going out, meeting a lot of people, connections,
Yes.
a lot of friends, being grateful for the stuff we've had happen to our lives.
And then you said blessed.
And yes,
And then-
that's what I meant. Super blessed. Blessed.
Blah, 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 blah.
And that was pretty much it.
Cool.
I don't know. And
Cool.
you-
Good
yeah.
talk.
Yeah, it was great.
I totally lost it. I was-
Fucking onions.
Onions! I'm like onion donkey. Fuck, I don't remember. Fuck you, onion. You ruined everything.
Yeah, but it was probably great.
It was really good, and you should do it. I should all just do whatever the fuck it is.
I think that's the whole takeaway here.
Yeah.
Try stuff, do stuff,
Yeah.
meet people.
Oh yeah, it was about being depressed. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, like, if I'm gonna, like, I'm not a person that gets depressed in that way.
I mean, we all get sad sometimes, but we don't.
We all
like,
have low
depression
highs and low, but
It's
I mean,
serious. Like,
yeah,
I have
like
a lot of-
there
a lot
are
of
probably
friends
a
that
lot
have
of
been-
stages to depression.
there
But
are.
what I'm saying is, like, when
Horrible.
life gets me down, it's when life has no problems and gets mundane. Like, I don't have any real problems. Like, for example, let's say the Christmas holiday, when life is sort of like just it feels like it's a straight line. Imagine life as a pulse, but when it's like
Flatlining.
that's what it feels like to me. Or, for example, if I have a really fun gig, let's say I'm out doing like a stunt gig that I used to do in the past, then as soon as I get home, life just flatlines. That's what it feels like.
Fuck.
You know, like when you do like a fun gig and there's a lot of good response and everyone said you're having fun, and then you get home, flatline. Because that's what like the contrast is so sort of like different. It feels like, oh, you get this like high, and then normal life feels like a lower, you know, like that
yeah.
everyday stuff. You just like, okay, I'm gonna cook this. I'm gonna eat this.
But I mean, that's what life is.
Life is that, of course.
But it is some more of a pulse than a flat line, I would
yeah,
say.
yeah, no, but it is. It
But-
is. I'm not saying that every day when I'm at home
No.
it's boring.
But I agree with
But
you,
you know
100%.
what I mean. It's when life, like, because I think it's
It's
every
when
day-
you get into a routine, I think. Like when you start, because that's what I'm in, like when I work,
definitely.
but it's, you know, everything becomes a blur and you come to work and you're like, fuck, what day is it?
Yeah.
That's a flat line for me when
Mm-hmm.
it's just become a mush of everything. But you know, you need the pulse, you need to get the ups and downs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
If you don't have the
need
downs, you
contrast.
can't get
Yeah.
the ups.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
you need the contrast between the two.
Try to not see the negative parts of your life as super negative and get caught on those. Work with them and appreciate them for being there to push you to the
The
you know,
tops,
the
yeah, the
tops.
highs. yeah.
Exactly. So try to keep that balance. And if you are feeling like you're flatlined, do shit.
Do crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Random crazy shit. Like me and Anna, for example, went to
Yeah.
the Lindy Hop course.
yeah, exactly. Like
Just
Lindy
like,
Hop is one of those things.
Why,
that
why
is-
not? And it
Yeah.
was like, I hated going there because it sucked.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to dance with old ladies. But when I was there dancing, it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was
Good
super
old
fun.
ladies. Those old ladies kicked ass.
Some of them did. But
Anna, get out of my face.
Yeah.
I'm dancing with Magda 89.
sort of. Yeah. No, those,
but
those
that's
old
cool.
ladies could move.
Those hips don't lie.
They did not. But that was just one example of
Yeah,
a crazy
yeah.
thing. And I love doing random shit like that.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be brave to do this.
Yeah,
Because
you
there
have
were a
to be
lot of
good.
shy people at these courses too. Like just standing there, like not knowing how to talk.
Mm-hmm.
But I am super open. So I make them open. And they have a good time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or hopefully, I hope they had a good time at least. Yeah, like we were laughing a lot. But just stupid stuff like that, you know. That's one of the.
I also enjoyed
peaks.
yoga. Like,
Yoga?
Fuck, yoga was one of those things that I was like, okay, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, why is it? Because Madonna was doing yoga and Sting was doing yoga, and I was like, what the fuck? So I just avoided it. It's
Yeah.
like I haven't seen the Godfather movies,
You
any
haven't?
of them, no.
You should.
Because of the hype. Because everyone's like, I gotta see the Godfather, gotta fucking see the Godfather, man. My brother, for example, one
But
of them.
No, you're gonna hate them probably. They're really slow, but they're also
No, but
really,
I don't
really
mind
good.
them being slow.
They're
'Cause
more
like
dramas.
the usual, no, but
It's
the
not
usual
action.
suspects. When
Dude.
have you seen it recently?
Yes,
it's the
of
slowest
course.
movie ever.
No, it's
have you seen
fucking
Blade Runner?
Perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Blade
it's
Runner
perfect.
is a slow ass movie.
It's a slow ass movie, motherfucker. Nothing happens for like 2 hours, and
I
then
think it's coming
and-
out now.
Yeah.
On
No, but I
Blu-ray.
mean the first one.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay, yeah.
the second one.
No, yeah, but I meant the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, all the movies that came out in that are super slow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everyone sort of nagged me about it, so I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But then I fucking tried yoga. I tried the hot yoga. I tried the
I
normal
love
yoga.
hot yoga. That works for me.
There's something, yeah. You don't need as much warm up for that one. It's nice, but
Plus,
it gets
I,
really
you
hot.
know, my
yeah.
back can't do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Especially because there's a lot of back bendy when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to normal yoga, and it hurts me more than it helps.
Yeah.
Even though I might do it.
No, but I think
might
it's
be doing
just
it the wrong
finding
way.
your thing. But I really, really fucking, there's something about, well, like when you've stretched out your body in that way,
Mm-hmm.
where it takes like a little bit of strength, because it's not just stretching, you just like,
You get
need the
sweaty
strength.
as shit.
But
Like, Mm-hmm.
then afterwards, you feel such a fucking release of endorphins and shit, and your brain's like,
fresh.
yeah, it's like,
yeah,
it's a free drug. Or you have to pay for the yoga, I guess, but
yeah. Or you just do it on your
yeah.
own.
So if you're short on money, a lot of these things, like
You do.
at least in Sweden, they have like when the sort of like the term
like-
starts, they'll let you do it
Free.
for free.
Yeah.
And some
Try it.
places have like 1-2 times just to really feel it, you know,
Yeah.
like to really try it out.
And try it.
Yeah, try it. Pick up an instrument, you know, like blow some shit.
Yeah.
Play on some strings. I don't know,
Blow
like
some
blow some shit. Yeah, like trumpets, flutes, whatever the fuck. I'm just saying that there are so many things out there that you haven't even tried. It might be your favorite thing once you've done it a
Yeah.
couple of times.
Yeah. Who knows? Knitting might be your thing.
Yeah. Like there's nothing stopping you, and there's not even like some of these things you can do at home, like if you want to. Like, okay, I'm gonna YouTube this. My mom gave me a big fucking salmon, like a full fucking fish. I was like, I've only dealt in fillets. What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
So I YouTubed it. I had this master chef. He's like, your knife needs to be really sharp. I was like, I don't have a fillet knife. So I'm just gonna use this one that I have, and I hacked that fucker just like he showed me.
Nice.
It went shit. So I saved a couple fillets that I managed to cut out with my shitty knife. And then I made salmon soup out of the rest.
Nice.
It was great.
Happy
And
accident.
I didn't waste any of the fish except that I butchered it and had to make it soup.
There you go.
But I did eat the fish. And like with anything, and the satisfaction that comes with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
You did it.
I did it. And
Yeah.
it was terrible. And I laughed. And I had my iPad in front of me, you know, and I made like a podium of Tupperware for it.
Awesome.
And, you know, all that shit. It was just like, it was fun. Like I laughed. I was alone. And then my wife came in, you know, and she was like, "The fuck are you doing?" And I was like,
I'm a master
Look-
chef.
Yeah, exactly. Like I butchered that poor fish, you know, like I was like, fuck, this knife is not sharp enough, and didn't like, he just like used the edge, you know, and sort of cut through the whole thing. It was really nice. No, didn't work. So I'm just saying, you can YouTube shit, you can go to the shit, you can meet people, just do crazy shit. If you don't like,
Live your life.
yeah, pretty much.
I think that's, yeah.
And just like think of us, like we said last time we talked about this, that you're standing, like last time we said you're standing by your door, but think of it as a precipice, sort of like you're standing on the edge, and we kick you in the back.
Yeah.
It's just like we just go Sparta on your
Yeah,
back
exactly.
and just like push you down, and you just have to like sort of like run and hope that you sort of
Yeah.
end up, you know, on
your feet. Yeah. Or you just bounce on your ass and then hopefully you'll end up on your feet after that.
After that, yeah.
Or
you,
not.
you get one bounce, no.
Yeah. Oh, it's
So just take the opportunities, man. If you don't have anything tying you down, don't let people dictate your life through their fears and all that shit. Just like pack your pansoles,
Yeah.
because this is an art podcast, and just go out
out.
there and fucking meet the world.
yeah.
And if you have kids, you know, give one away, save one.
Yeah. A lot of people want to adopt kids.
Yeah, exactly.
If
It's fine.
You can get a lot of money. You can travel.
Oh my god.
Horrible.
Yes, it's horrible.
But,
so with that said,
Thanks. And
Thanks.
hope you do something.
yeah.
And if you do, reach out to us.
Yeah.
Let us know. And hopefully we didn't offend you this time.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you did something crazy and found a passion or something, please on the post of this episode, the 55th
55th.
episode, just write about it.
Yeah.
Like we would love to sort of have people discuss experiences and just have a dialogue about this topic.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep
right?
on keeping on. Fuck
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, you have to.
That's what we do.
You get one try.
You get
this
one
life.
You get one life.
One life, one opportunity, all that Eminem bullshit.
But that's not true, because you get one life and you get as many opportunities as you want.
Exactly. You get a lot
the
of
thing.
fucking opportunities.
Don't
and then
wait for
one-
those opportunities. You make them happen.
Exactly. So listen
Jesus
to anything
Christ. We
on
should
Sketchbook
make-
Heroes that is like opportunities, getting a job, getting cash, getting paid, getting
All of it.
art. Yeah.
Yes.
I think they're all going to help you if you have a problem. And if you have a problem getting your head like pulled out of your ass, like do listen to them on a regular.
Yeah.
Like just to keep you like, okay, Elias and Robert are going to hate
Yeah.
me if I don't do this.
Exactly.
So
Mantra this.
Yeah, mantra. No, but I think like even us talking about it, I'm like, oh, maybe I should do some
Yeah,
of that.
I'm
thing.
getting the
you know,
same.
you know what I mean? you
Like-
know, like you need the reminder. Like it sounds like a nag sometimes, but like when we record this, I was like, we've already said this.
Yeah.
But when I listen to it, I'm like, good advice to myself. I should probably
Exactly,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, because you keep forgetting. You know, life throws a lot of curveballs at
Plus,
you.
we missed saying a lot of stuff. I think, like, I have a bunch of stuff in my head still.
Yeah.
That I'm like I could have said this, I could have said that, I could have
Yeah.
like this tip, that tip. There's still a lot of stuff to say,
Hmm.
and so stay tuned for the third.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
In
but-
about 25 episodes, we'll do another one.
But we really do hope that you make the most out of your life and don't just sit at home listening to our podcast, even if that's what we
Exactly.
want you to do.
We want you to be outside listening
yeah,
to our
yeah.
podcast, walking around, socializing, shaking hands, kissing babies,
Exactly.
punching old ladies, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you like doing.
But yeah, if you don't have an excuse, use us as an excuse to do shit.
Yeah.
So,
Just
I don't know.
aim to be better than us.
Yes. Well, always.
Always aim to be better than us because we apparently say a lot of shit.
And it's not difficult.
It's not at all. We're moderately successful. It's
Just-
fine.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think that is
We're
actually
making do.
no, but that's actually I think people expect to have like it's always the extremes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
you can't
I
just
suck or I'm
I
a
am the
millionaire.
best.
You
Yeah.
know, like I'm the bazillionaire
like there's
and
nothing in between.
Yeah, there is the in between. There's a lot of in between where most of us sort
yeah.
of move around, and that is fine too. Like I am not overly successful, but I'm not anywhere at the bottom struggling to survive either. Like I found a place where I sort of enjoy moving around in.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to I'm not trying to become a bazillionaire, Like
No.
that's not my goal.
And that's
like,
the thing. I think we've lived a sort of long life now for a lot of people, I think.
young and dumb.
Young and dumb. But we've sort of realized that it's not being a millionaire that makes you the happiest person ever. And it's such a cliche, all this shit that we're saying now.
Yeah, definitely.
You have probably heard all of it a billion times, but it's because it's true. So just making the most out of everything, like we have said, it's worth a lot more than having a big fucking bank account or a
Yeah.
Ferrari or the best pen or whatever it is that you're dreaming of in that way. Not saying that you're not supposed to dream of it. Just
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
aiming for that goal,
aim
obviously.
for whatever the fuck it is, yeah.
But don't make your life shit because you're not a millionaire or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
it is.
Because I think when you set the bar to unattainable and you don't have sort of the means to get there, you should be able to be happy for the stuff that you can achieve underneath that goal,
Yes.
Like the steps up to your final goal should also be things you can enjoy, really. 'Cause
Yeah.
otherwise it's pointless. If you can only be, like, let's say you become a millionaire, but you're 90 years old. What's the point then if you didn't enjoy any part of it up to that point?
Exactly.
Like, oh yeah, I reached it and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like that thing. You want to be able to enjoy your life up till that point.
And that's actually a thing. Like they did a survey and they interviewed a lot of elderly people that were sort of in their later parts of life.
Yes, death part of life.
Which is really sad. And the most common question they asked was like, what do you regret most of your life? And it was like almost 100% not anonymous, unanimous.
Unanimous.
It's a hard word. That people didn't do more
Yeah.
in life, like
Yep.
because they were too focused on the job.
Yeah, or just
Or-
getting by, or just
Exactly. They didn't do enough. So try to be as much as you can be all the fucking time. God,
Yeah.
I feel like a life coach here.
Mm-hmm.
We should write a book, man.
Yeah.
Live life.
Oh, life is life. Na, 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 na.
Need to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Na, na,
We need to wrap this
na,
up,
na.
people.
Yeah.
We
Always talking
were
too much.
supposed to, make these episodes a bit shorter so we could have, a buffer. But don't be afraid. Just do a lot of shit. Life will figure itself out.
And enjoy it.
Enjoy it, yeah. I
think-
think
That's it.
yeah. And just a final thing that I just thought of. One thing that made me sort of feel that I'm doing good is when I could start putting money away.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I couldn't put away a lot, but I could for the first time in my life actually start saving something. That was like a great milestone for me. Like, 'cause I couldn't save money after I was like 16. Like once I saved my 100 grand or like 1,000, 10,000, whatever it was. I could actually, like, after that period, I wasted that money and did stuff. But after that, I just couldn't find jobs that were, like, giving me enough. And I was always struggling. So my first sort of, like, when I could just save, like, a little. And I could actually, and I didn't get, like, a surprise pay this.
Yeah.
That was, like, a really good goal for me
Nice.
personally. So, yeah. With that said,
Do it.
do shit. Enjoy life.
Have fun.
Have fun. Let your passions lead the way. And be
remember
poor
to
and eat your
sleep.
noodles. Yeah.
Yes. And sleep. Sleep is good.
Sleep is good. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Are we?
129?
Oh yeah, so we're definitely wrapping this up.
Yeah, we're wrapping this up.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode,
Mm-hmm.
like always. And if you have anything, just let us know.
Yeah.
Comment on the post or send an email to hello@sketchbookheroes.com. Or reach out to us on our separate social medias, whichever it is. Thank you. and fucking awesome time doing
Awesome
whatever
time,
thing.
Awesome time.
Awesome time.
All right.
Always the best wrap-ups when I start rambling.
Exactly. So let's finish this off with Swedish adventure time. Äventyrsdags, kom ta din vän, flyger mot ett avlägsen.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck?
Med
Okay.
hunden Jake och människan Finn, de har så roligt jämt, äventyrsdags.
Dude. Why don't you
I
go
watched
and-
it with my kids.
Yeah,
They
right.
watch it in Swedish.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
awesome. Matematiskt.
Yeah,
we're out.
Yeah, we're out. Have fun adventure time, yes. Äventyrsdags.
Äventyrsdags.